Now from the birthplace of the game itself, EA Sports so proud to join you from the Hall of Fame city of Canton, Ohio. Coming up, a rematch of last year's AFC Divisional Round matchup, as it'll be the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, taking on the Jaguars of Canton. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The leading rusher among rookies a season ago. Here's Kenneth Walker. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Second down throw coming by Willis. This one goes underneath to Walker. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Play fake. Here's Willis. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
This is fielded at the 27. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it's first and 10. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Murray now on first down. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. First carry for the all-pro running back, it's Josh Jacobs. And boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
He completes it to Olave. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get them. Oh, he shoves himself free. A solid stiff arm. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So a big pickup that time. And Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, and they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know
they do.
It means a lot to them. It means respect around the league. And if he's able to show those kind of hands all game long, he can win a second one.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. From the gun, here's Willis. Going deep for Walker. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Chiefs are going to have it here just past the 25.
Intercepted by the Chiefs. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now he's loose at the 40 and down to the 29-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And the first down, the Chiefs.
Shotgun now from Murray. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. The end result, 21 yards.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chiefs lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now Willis to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Third down, it's Willis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Straight ahead, Walker. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, we've been used to being here in late July, early August every year for the Hall of Fame ceremonies and the Hall of Fame game. But now we've got an actual franchise once again based in Canton, Ohio. Such a football-crazy town. And they haven't had a team here, though, since the Bulldogs last took the field in 1926. They've waited a while for this. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. KJ Osborne, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Running right on the option is Murray. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Now Murray. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. Gave a glimpse of his power that time. And then brought down at the 30. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up second down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 50 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Now he steps away. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
2nd and 10. A handoff. Jacobs running to the left. Pushes past him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Trying to run forward with Jacobs. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Josh Jacobs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. McManus's point after is good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the 2nd quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Willis. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Keep it going, take it to him. Big play, let's make something happen. Come on. Let's go, baby. Eat him up. Come on, let's make a play here.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
19. Tight. 18 Radius. Warriors 70.
Willis takes the snap. They're going for it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Throwing now is Murray. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one. 3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They go with Jacobs. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Across midfield, and he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. Olave holds it in. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw, it's Murray. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them. And not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Josh Jacobs on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Last play of the half. Here's Willis. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Ready, set. Tiger, 19, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Dragon, 60. 19 White. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Last play of the half, Willis. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brandon Cooks. As time expires in the first half. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They show great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 94 yards on the ground for him now with 4 touchdown runs tacked on.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Running right through it. Fighting through it. He's got space. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Fights him off, and now past another. And they'll get this down to the 10. 16 yards, a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Murray now to throw. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Chris Olave, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. McManus's point after is good, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Jaguars 14. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
If, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Walker now on 1st and 10. He gets away from one. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Here's Willis now off the play fake. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Watson, 44 yards. And the Jaguars get a bit closer. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. One read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more. into a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 24-yard line.
Now Murray off play action. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Murray now. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical.
And he coughed it up. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take over. They'll set. At the 46-yard line. Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Following the fumble recovery, Willis. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The first down screen pass, good for 5. Now 2nd and 5. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 58 yards. And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game.
Ready?
Now Willis on 1st and 10. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Willis. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Oh, he fakes a spike. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him. Sacked by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the 4th quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I get the backups in there if it were me.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Back to throw, Willis. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Watson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
First down, Murray. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Jags are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
You have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
At the 22-yard line.
To throw, here's Willis. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. I think this is what this game's become now. You just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. McManus now for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Chiefs 56, Jaguars 28.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
That's good for Kenton.
Play fake, here's Willis. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack.
Well, it's an old chestnut, but let's face it, offensively, they've got to have some pride here because this has been a worst-case scenario all game for them. Keep putting in the effort. Keep trying to keep your quarterback upright and get through the end of this one as quickly as possible.
Throw out wide to Walker. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Again, it's Willis to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. Touchdown! Kenneth Walker from 10 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as they continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Warren will try the right side. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
On the give, it's Warren. A strong running. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Murray changing the play. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Chiefs touchdown. Rashad Bateman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are on their way to a 2-0 start. McManus's point after is good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score, you might not do a lot of cosmetics on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on.
He's got a man complete. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 51 yards. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now from the gun, here's Willis. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often...
There he goes, left side. Now look out. To the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
In it to win it.
One final try for Willis. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season. But on game day, You both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Kansas City, it was a great